.NET Framework. Today we are going to look at the .NET Framework and what it contains and what it is actually. So the buzzword, it is a software platform and it is language neutral. So .NET is not a language. That has to be made very clear. People understand that .NET is a language, but it is not. .NET is a new framework for developing web-based and Windows-based application within the Microsoft environment. You know, Microsoft environment is of prior importance, and the framework offers a fundamental shift in Microsoft's strategy. That is, it moves application development from client-centric to server-centric. Operating system hardware here, then .NET Framework, then .NET Application here. These are the framework languages and tools which combine and make a Microsoft overview. We have CLR, and up here are the languages, and in between we have CLS, all web services, web forms, Windows Forms, ADO.NET and base class library. We're going to discuss all of them. Starting with the .NET framework services, we have CLR, that is Common Language Runtime. We are having Windows Forms, ASP.NET for web forms and web services, then ADO.NET, that is evolution of ADO, and Visual Studio.NET. CLR works like a virtual machine in executing all languages. All .NET languages must obey the rules and standards which are imposed by the CLR. For example, object declaration, creation and use of these objects, data types, language libraries, error and exception handling, and IDE, interactive development environments. Then CLR also says development and deployment. Development is mixed language applications, CLS, CTR, standard class framework, automatic memory management, and this development is consistent error handling and safer execution. Also, development includes the potentially multi-platform variations, and deployment has what CLR imposes in deployment is removal of registration dependency and safety, that is fewer versioning problems. Also, CTS, which is in CLR, is a rich type system built into the CLR, and it implements the various types like integer, double and other data types. So CLS is a set of specifications that language and library designers need to follow. So this ensures the interoperability between the languages. So compilation in .NET, it has certain stages. First of all, CLR just in time execution, then intermediate language code generation, then we have VB.NET compiler, C# compiler, and appropriate compiler for other languages. If we code in VB.NET, we have to go to VB.NET compiler, then intermediate code, then CLR just in time execution. Same with C#. So intermediate language, .NET languages are not compiled to machine code directly, they are compiled in IL, that is intermediate language. So CLR accepts the IL code and recompiles it to machine code. The recompilation is just in time, that is JIT, meaning it is done as soon as a function or subroutine is called. So the JIT code stays in memory for subsequent calls, and in cases where there is not enough memory, it is discarded, thus making JIT process interpretive. And languages provided by Microsoft are VB, C++, C#, J#, and JScript. Also the third parties, these number of languages. Then Windows Forms, this is a framework of building rich clients, that is RAD, rich set of controls, dataware, ActiveX, licensing, accessibility, printing and Unicode support, and user interface UI inheritance. Coming to ASP.NET. ASP.NET, this is the platform services that allows to program web application and web services in any .NET language. ASP.NET uses .NET languages to generate HTML pages, and HTML page is targeted to the capabilities of the requesting browser, And ASP.NET, this program is compiled into a .NET class and cached the first time it is called, and all subsequent classes use this cached version. So ASP.NET, the logical evolution of ASP, it supports multiple languages, improved performance, control-based, event-driven execution model, more productive ASP.NET, and cleanly encapsulated functionality. And then ASP.NET Web Forms, it allows clean cut mode, means code behind web forms, easier for tools to generate, code within is compiled and executed, improve handling of state information, support for ASP.NET server controls, data validation as well as data bound grids. So ASP.NET Web Services has a technical definition, that is programmable application component accessible via standard web protocols. So web services, it is just an application that exposes its features and capabilities over the network using XML extensively and to allow the creation of powerful new applications that are more than the sum of their parts. And ADO.NET, which include data and XML, the new objects, separation of connection and disconnection issues, and these languages neutral data access also in ADO.NET uses same type as CLR and generates support for XML. And development tools, we're talking about this, that contains a rich set of productivity and debugging features are Visual Studio.NET. So in summary, the .NET framework dramatically simplifies development and deployment, provides robust and secure execution environment, and support multiple programming languages. Thank you so much. Take care.